official now.
We're really excited.
Cheryl, you want to do roll?
I sure will. Chair Delbo is excused. Vice Chair Matt Schuler.
Here.
Alder Randy Scanlon.
Present.
Debbie Dean.
Present.
Kathy Hinkfist.
Present.
And Melanie Brown. Here.
All right, we're all set then. And of course, we have Cheryl as our fearless leader now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, let's move to our first item on the agenda, which is the approval of the agenda.
So
of
moved.
the meeting today. Is there a change to the agenda?
They're actually, well, we're just going to hold, we're going to ask.
We're just
to
going to hold on item
it.
number one.
So,
Okay. So we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? No. Okay, moving on then to approval of the minutes from the two meetings in July 11th and July 20th meetings of the RDA. Do we have a motion?
I move to approve all those minutes.
Second.
There's enough of them to make an hour.
Exactly.
So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? No. Okay, we'll move into regular business then and move right to item number 2.
No, we gotta do one, we do have to hold it.
We do have to
We
do
have to make a motion.
Okay, well, let's hit item number 1.
So item number 1 is our request for professional services with Gray from the JVS site. But we've been asked to hold this actually. We'd like to do a full presentation to the RDA because we really haven't caught up on this JVS site for a while. So this will give us a little bit more time to do that, but I am going to ask you for a special meeting in August.
Again?
I know, I
This
try.
month?
I feel like
Try.
I'm cursed. I am the one who's.
This is a really important meeting. So,
gotta do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh
so
yeah.
I'd like to just, if we could hold
Sure,
this.
sure, motion to hold.
So we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
And girls.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Let's then move to item number 2, which is consideration with possible action to approve a 90-day extension to the planning option with Cherry Faith Properties LLC for the site located at 436 South Monroe.
I'll take this one, Matt.
All right.
Okay, back in May, RDA had awarded a 3-month planning option to Cherry Faith Properties for the 4-story mixed-use with 33 residential units. During this time, he has been working on the civil and structural plans. They've been working on rezoning. The financial applications have been now submitted, and we are reviewing those right now. So in order to put all those things together, the developer is asking for an additional 90-day extension. And at this time, we see no problem with it. We've been in constant contact with him. In fact, we have another meeting with him next week that we're going to be going over and looking at the entire pro forma.
The developer got all the planning approvals
Yep.
in place now, so that's moved forward. So it's really just the financial package now that we're working on.
And so making good progress
Yeah.
on this one in the 90 days that have gone, okay. And 90 days from now, what would we be hoping for?
Well, before 90 days, actually, we'd be hoping to have his pro forma set with the package, looking if there's a gap, suggestions on how to fund that gap, moving forward.
Yep.
Proposed development agreement. I don't know if it'll take the full 90 days.
I don't know that, after we meet with him next week, it could be 30 days and we've got most of this wrapped up. We're just going with the 90 days at this point. In fact, Dewan is available if anyone had any questions.
Perfect timing.
Ran into a few speed bumps, so apologies.
We haven't come up to the point of having any questions yet. so
okay.
let's face it.
All right.
Yeah. I'm good.
So it says pre-construction will begin August 3rd and start of construction is currently targeted for February 5th. So during this time, that February 5th date is still,
As far as that we've been given for instruction of dates, yes.
Any other questions?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed?
Nope.
Nope. Then item 2 is passed. Let's move to item 3 on the agenda then. consideration with possible action to approve a one-year development agreement with Laments Construction for the site located at 1915 Harold Street.
I'll take that one also.
The agenda today.
So, back in 2015, this property was purchased for the creation, development to add to the tax base. This property was recently removed from the FEMA flood maps. So we had been advertising, it was just taking a little bit longer with it falling into the floodplain. Staff has received a request from Laments Construction for the lot on 1915 Harold. And they are looking to purchase it for the asking price of $13,300 and the development of a single-family, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, market rate home.
So our objective here is all about just getting this thing back
Yep.
onto the tax roll.
Selling it and giving them the one-year development agreement to complete the build.
And the price for the property was determined how?
Through the the current assessor's site.
Any questions?
Motion to approve.
So we have a motion,
And a second.
we have a second. Any questions or comments before we vote? No, all those in, oh, Debbie, you got a question?
It just seems like the windows are getting smaller and smaller and smaller under construction. Why are you shaking your head? Yes.
Or maybe not there at all. Some of those developments that are coming.
I just,
Yeah.
Would you like us to suggest a larger window in the front?
I would. Okay, thank you.
We can do
We can
that.
definitely do that.
We can do that.
You're such a pain.
I want light.
Well, he kind of ran into that with the window being a little bit because they want to have the attached garage. And it has to be set back a little bit more because most of the ones
Sure.
that are in the neighborhood are detached. And so in order to make that extra room go over, he had to go with the smaller window, and then the build would be more towards the back. But I'll definitely talk to him and see what we can do.
Alright.
Because it's in the kitchen and the bathroom, right? Like, that's why they're little,
Right.
because that's the front
It's
of the
over
house.
sink height. and
Oh, I
stuff.
see.
Yeah,
So it's
usually
just
your
over the
living
sink
room
and
comes
then
out there.
Your little bathroom window, so we'd be happy, I guess, that we got windows.
Okay,
So they're
That
probably
makes sense.
larger, maybe.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it looks like maybe they're really tiny.
There's a bag.
Oh, there we go. Oh, not too bad.
That looks old. No, I'm looking upside down. Never mind.
Alright, I can still recommend it. Okay, thank you.
Do we need to make that a formal part of the motion?
I would.
Yeah.
So it's coming out of the RDA.
Okay, motion to approve with a recommendation for larger windows
in front.
In the front.
in the front, or wherever, because the front isn't the living room, right?
Right, but, I mean, I think there's ways. I mean, the building.
You wouldn't want a bigger window in the bathroom.
No, if that's above the sink, I mean,
Probably,
that's probably
probably what you're getting.
what
Yeah.
I'm right. Okay.
It could still be bigger.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't have covers.
Well, it can be a conversation, whatever it comes out, it shakes out.
Do you want it still as a,
I'm taking it back.
okay?
Okay.
Well, I
I have a
don't know.
full-size window in my bathroom.
I did too.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, no,
I did too.
We can still have a discussion under
Yeah.
this motion,
Yes.
right?
Right.
To
Right, it's just a
understand if there's some
discussion.
thought-
There's a way to do
Yes.
it.
I do also.
And I think Cheryl and Ron understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Direction of the motion
Intent.
here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we
Okay.
have
Thank
an amended
you.
motion. Do we have a
They
second?
can see right through it.
I'll make a
I-
second.
And we have a second.
I'm glad we could float this property out of the floodplain.
There, that was good.
Yes. Very good. Jeez.
Okay, any other questions or comments? If not, let's take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Nope. Okay, let's move on to item number 4. Consideration with possible action on final payment to Alexco in the amount of $10,142.17 for the contract CD 22-02 Wi-Fi fiber optic backbone project.
Yeah, this is our CDBG State Cares project that put the infrastructure in to bring Wi-Fi to the neighborhood, the low to moderate area neighborhood parks. So what we're requesting, the infrastructure is all in, the cable is all in. Contractor has submitted all his forms to DPW, labor standards are done, and they're just requesting the final payment now. So we are asking for approval.
Is it working?
I'm guessing it's working. We do have DPW and IT here if you have any questions about the project. But
Do we know, is it final, done, working?
The fiber is in place.
Okay.
And has been tested. The only site that's up is the Irwin Community Policing Center.
Okay.
The rest will be waiting equipment. We have some supply chain issues with networking equipment, but that's all in the works.
But the fiber installation.
The fiber is good to go.
In and working, okay.
Yes.
Any other questions or comments? Thank you.
The other question I would have is, we approved the original contract
yes.
at a certain amount. Is it just above that amount, or is that why it's back, or?
No, it just, all contracts come back for final payment approval.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Kathy and a second by Randy.
There we go.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? No? Okay, that's our regular business. Anything informational? Cheryl?
Yes, I actually have a number of things here. So we attended Debbie and Randy, the groundbreaking yesterday for City East Development on East Walnut, so that's good project, and the shovels in the ground. Also, we'll be.
Which one is that on Walnut?
That is the one on Walnut and Roosevelt.
Okay.
It's, I don't know, 40, how many units, 47?
43 units?
43 units.
That was the
With
TDA funds.
ARPA,
Yes.
and home.
Yes.
I just know there's a couple in Walnut, right? Because there's the one right on the corner.
Well, there's one
of-
Baird, that's the Jazz House with Baird, on Baird and Walnut.
Okay,
And this is the one partnering with United Way.
We did it
Yep.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is there on the corner, so.
That's good. I mean, there's multiple projects in Walnut.
Yes.
You have to
Yes,
clarify.
there are.
This is good.
And then you'll, if you haven't already, you'll be getting an email for the Habitat Homestead Project, which are the 14 homes where we're putting the new street in. That's going to be August 23rd at 11 a.m. on site there. So I'll send this out to you, so another groundbreaking on that project as well. If you haven't driven by the shipyard murals, you should do that. Because we've had artists that are painting the underpass, right? 3 done.
Wow.
3-year done.
Okay.
3 done, working on the 4th, so yeah, if you haven't driven past there, take a look at that. I've been in contact with Ted Mackham for the Monroe project. I'm trying to bring that, an update on this project back to the RDA in September. We're past our deadline dates in the development agreement, so we need to look at those dates, and I've asked him to give us the update where we are in this project moving forward, so that will happen in September. And I've also met with Peter Nugent on the 222 Cherry project, the one where bosses used to be underneath there. He had a gap, he's rebidding the project, he'd actually said there are some things that are coming in better. Pricing, yeah, I know, that's the first I heard too, which is good. And then we're looking at, potentially looking at, because he has a gap as well, but we're looking at potentially working with him on the TID, if there's some things we can do differently there, but want to bring that back in September as well. And then this JBS agenda item first. I think Ahmad Rivera Wagner is the lead on this project, and he'd like us, if we could, have a special meeting for this JBS approval, just because we want to stay on time with the timelines for this project. So we've got the grant money with deadlines. So I'm looking at a special meeting sometime in August. Is there, and at the end of the meeting, after the meeting, I can just ask what's your availability, or if there's any time to audit that, it's my vacation. And that's what I got.
Okay, I think that's it then. We can
That's it.
adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion, we have a second.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And nobody's opposed to adjourning. We're done.
Wow, that was quick.
Recording stopped.